guys, welcome to the French Girl's Guide to Food. We're making a gluten-free dish today. We're using spaghetti squash with pesto chicken, and I actually have never made spaghetti squash before, so we're going to do this recipe together. I've heard so much about spaghetti squash, I'm dying to try this out. I really can't wait to see how it comes apart inside the squash and how it really looks and almost tastes like spaghetti. I'm actually going to roast it in the oven, so we'll just need a foil-lined pan and a little bit of water to get it started. Very first lesson learned, these things are challenging to cut, so make sure your knife is sharp and you are very careful when chopping this thing in half. We'll take a spoon and we'll scrape the insides of the squash out. You can reserve the seeds for roasting if you'd like. With the halves, we'll place them on our foil-lined baking sheet, and we'll add a little bit of water as well to allow the steam to go inside the squash as it roasts. You can cover with foil if you'd like, but you really don't have to. We'll put this in a 400-degree oven for about 30 minutes until the inside is nice and soft. You can check the inside with a fork and make sure it's soft, but it should be ready in about 30 minutes. I'm going to add one zucchini to this dish, and I'm going to julienne the zucchini so that the shape is relatively similar to the squash. We'll start by cutting the zucchini in half, and then each half we'll cut down half again. And then we'll cut very thin slices of the zucchini. And of these slices, as you can see here, they're relatively thin, maybe about 1/4 of an inch thick. We will stack a few of similar size and then cut into matchsticks. If you are new to the julienne cut, don't worry about having everything the same size. It's okay if they're different shapes. Perfection is not key here. Okay, let's get going on our pesto chicken. Let's add 1/2 teaspoon of olive oil to our pan, literally a tiny amount. I'm adding 1 chicken breast that I've cubed, and I've actually purchased already thinly sliced. If you don't have thinly sliced chicken breast, a full breast is fine. We'll add a teaspoon of salt and pepper blend to our chicken and cook over high heat until completely cooked through. Let's add 2 to 3 tablespoons of our already prepared amazing pesto sauce, and you can find that recipe right here on the French Girl's Guide to Food. And we'll allow this to simmer very quickly. We don't want the cheese to melt completely, so we'll just do that very quickly. And then we'll add the zucchini as well. Once we combine the zucchini in with our chicken, we will allow it to cook for 3 to 5 minutes. Any more than that and the zucchini will be way too mushy. So let's turn our stove off and we will take our squash out of the oven. And here is the fun part. This is the test to see if it works. Nice and soft, great. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. You guys, if you haven't already tried using this, you have to use it. It's amazing how it just scrapes right out and just looks like spaghetti. Really cool. Okay, so check it out. I have my bowl full of spaghetti squash. I actually have quite a lot more than I expected to have in this bowl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about half of it, put it in a Tupperware or a very tightly sealed container, and I'm going to pop this in my freezer so that when I'm ready to use it in the future, all I have to do is take it out, defrost, and use. In the meantime, the rest of our spaghetti squash is ready to be plated and served. So let's put the squash underneath. And you can add a little salt and pepper blend to this if you want to season it. And then we'll top it with our chicken and our zucchini. And we don't really need any extra sauces. There's a ton of flavor in the pesto, not to mention all the colors that are going on here, the green and the yellow. It's a really gorgeous dish, super healthy, and 100% gluten-free. Thank you so much for watching the French Girl's Guide to Food. If you haven't already, click the link in the description below for my free ebook on soups and stews. And I can't wait to hear from all of you, so don't forget to leave a comment below. And thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. À votre santé.